What's a man gotta do to get that kind of attention from you?
It's hard to say exactly, but you seem to be doing fine.
Well, great. Though truth is, it ain't me that wants you.
Oh?
No, Miss Jacqueline Natla does, from Natla Technologies. You know, creator of all things bright and beautiful.
Seal it, Larson.
Ma'am.
Feast your eyes on this, Lara. How does that make your wallet rumble?
I'm sorry. I only play for sport.
Then you'll like a big park. Peru, vast mountain ranges to cover, sheer walls of ice, rocky crags, savage winds, and there's this little trinket. An age-old artifact of mystical power is buried in the unfound tomb of Qualapec. That's my interest. You could leave tomorrow. Are you busy tomorrow?
You have my total attention now. I'm not quite sure if I've got yours, though. Hello?
I'll heel and hide you to a barn door yet.
Of course.
You and that driveling piece of the ski-on. You want to keep it so bad, I'll harness it right up your...
Wait. We're talking about the artifact here?
Damn straight we are. Right up.
Hold on. I'm sorry. This piece, you say. Where's the rest?
Miss Natla put Pierre DuPont on that trail.
And where is that?
Ha! You ain't fast enough for him.
So you think all this talking is just holding me up?
I don't know where his little jackrabbit frog legs are running him to. You'll have to ask Miss Natla.
Thank you. I will. Relocated now to St. Francis's Folly, new temptations torment me. Rumour amongst
my fellow brothers is that entombed beneath our monastery is the body of Teokan, one of the 3 legendary rulers of the lost continent Atlantis, and that with him lies his piece of the Atlantean Skion, a pendant divided and shared between the 3 rulers, which curbs tremendous powers. Powers beyond the Creator himself. My toes sweat at such possibilities, lying so close to my mortal self. Each night, I beat myself rid of these fantasies, but it is indeed a test.
Pierre, you litterbug. Here lies Tehokan, one of the two just rulers of Atlantis, who even after the curse of the continent had tried to keep rule here in these barren other lands. He died without child, and his knowledge has no heritage. Look over us kindly, Tehokan.
You just pulled the tough end of the wishbone. Howdy.
Afternoon,
Left Larson sucking wind then, eh?
if that is the phrase.
Well, your little vacation riot's over now. Time to give back what you've hijacked off me.
Let's try the lunchbox.
Well, kill her!
Hey!
You morons! Let's go.
What the heck was that? What? That away. Probably just a fish. That'd be some fish, kid. Man, you have got to learn to chill. I'm going back inside. You coming? Steady. Here she goes.
We ready yet? do this.
We condemn you, Natla of Atlantis, for your crimes, for the flagrant misuse of your powers, and for robbing us of ours.
You can't,
Breaking the three bond of consent that our people are ruled and secured under, and invading Teopan and myself with our army, our warriors, empty from our pyramid, so that you can use the pyramid, its powers of creation, for your own mindless destruction.
Mindless? Look at you! Neither of you have one squirt of inventive juice in your heads. Wasters.
Let's just do it.
Tehokan!
You use the sacramental place as a source of individual pleasure, as some freak factory.
They're survivalists, a new generation.
A slaughter heap now. And you, we're gonna lock you in limbo. Make your veins, heart, feet, and that diseased brain stick solid with frozen blood. Greet your eternal unrest, Natla!
You won't rest either, or your damned continent death. Back again.
And you? For a grand reopening, I assume.
Evolution's in a rut, natural selection at an all-time low. Shipping out fresh meat will incite territorial rages again. Will strengthen and advance us. Even create new breeds.
Kind of evolution on steroids, then.
A kick in the pants. Those runts Qualapec and Tehokan had no idea. The cataclysm of Atlantis struck a race of languoring wimps. Plummeted them to the very basics of survival again. It shouldn't happen like that.
Or like this.
Hatching commences in 15 seconds.
Too late for abortions now.
Not without the heart of the operation.
No!
10, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Pardon me, if that was just your way of trying the doors for me.
With a Tommy gun on my keyring.
Though not anymore. So after you.
Somehow, you don't behave like you got the monk's blood.
I understand that somehow is in my favor. So indulge me about the dagger. I'd be indebted with your life.
These doors are waiting for the right one. The right time to arrive. And then the dagger's blade will honor the hearts of those who believe. So unless you pledge your loyalty as well...
And which one is that?
To the sins and fortunes of Marco Bartoli!
Perhaps not just yet, then. Aha, Gianni Bartelli, Via Caravelli, Venice.
But it's not quite the same now, is it?
Someday you will get a speeding ticket for the tongue, Fabio.
Hey, it's just a gut feeling that maybe you are wrong to look there.
Is your belief so fragile? Relax. Breathe deep. The gut, Fabio. Has no more direction than a simple through and out. Honest, but not entirely. When my father left when I was a boy, he confided to me that he was enlightened, beckoned by something greater than impulse. He possessed the seraph. But he was just a disciple in this design. His death, plotting a path to be sought by the one, his son. You understand? Have faith, Fabio. Not gut-rot. We are searching the right place.
I know it. I believe it, Marco.
Good. Heroes, have you fixed that rail yet?
You are not one of them.
But you are a monk.
Brother Chen Bakang. You have come for me. I saw bright lights around me.
That was gunfire. I think it was them who got taken away by it.
But you are my guide, my path beater to a next incarnation. I have done my time here, haven't I?
What are you doing here, Marco Bartoli?
Nothing. I led righteous life. Here for reasons rooted only in necessary evil. As my father was before me when he bombed Gianni's vessel deep into these waters. Now I'm here, was here, to prevent his son from salvaging the Seraph.
The Seraph?
You not know my life's work well. You sure you're not here for them?
Their Jackanory days are well over.
They want the Seraph to unlock a malignant treasure we contain in our monastery in Tibet. Since being stolen by imbecile vagabonds centuries ago, we've been without key to it, relying solely on cleansing of our prayers to keep it subdued. Then the occultist Gianni B acquired it. trouble we knew. He breathed life back into ancient belief. One not to be stopped by any amount of head bowing. And now again, it is here. Marco, infected with madness. He has violent mind, but not yet the power to satiate it. So, we reach for our weapons once more.
The true detox of evil.
Where can you be taking me? Thought this was my big break. Guess change is as good as rest. Oh, I need one.
Don't you think you've seen enough?
Yelling myself hoarse on this radio every day. It's just the weather dumps on us frequently here, and maybe my transmission doesn't get through. I don't know.
I can't understand one word of what you say, Willard.
It's all going swell, sir.
Get the bit up! Get it out!
Turn it off! Off! Hey! Switch it off!
Think you better come and check out Site 2. What about this?
Blow through it! Find more meteorite.
Nah, something a little younger than that.
No! Billy!
I don't want you to set that explosive, do you hear me? I do not want you to set that explosive!
Wretched pyros. This place is a busy history.
Hello? Hello?
What? What do you want from me now?
Nothing that taxing. Are you all right?
Well, if you'd all stop, I might be just fine. Just 100%. Just go!
If you'd all stop, who are you talking about?
All you, hundreds of you, talking and chattering and breaking my brain up.
Well, I'm not quite sure where you're coming from, but I just want to know about the Infada artifact. In the temple up there.
Voodoo magic and all, huh? I don't touch this stuff myself.
It's not voodoo. Look, is there anyone else here with you?
Yeah, Randy and Rory.
Randy and Rory? Where? What are you all doing here?
Well, they're staying put in that temple. I told them not to. I warned them first. Not doing much now, I doubt, under half a ton of mudslide. Me. I'm leaving. Next bus out. This jungle has rooted enough rot into me. I'd offer the same advice to you, but you don't seem like the type to take it. To care if I said you're gonna die in there. Yeah, die.
I don't want to be misrepresented by that retarded researcher you've just been with.
Lara.
I'm Dr. Willard. I'd come to converse with Tony myself, but I saw you were doing a rather more creditable job, I think. Indeed, I'm inspired. I'd like to offer you other work.
What? Shoot the breeze with some of your other boys? No thanks.
Fortunately, they were the only lab rats we let loose into the field. No. My request is for 3 other artifacts like this.
The Infada tribe only had one artifact of this type. It's unique. Anyway, what would your interest in it be?
I'll show you. It's not from India, rather an island near Antarctica. It is in fact meteorite rock that has been fashioned and used by Polynesians who were once settled there many, many years ago. See that? That's unique. An unknown material.
So how did it end up here?
Formed from the planets, sculpted by Polynesians, distributed by goons. Our excavations and investigations have led us to this. A sailor's diary from Charles Darwin's expedition on the HMS Beagle.
August 14th, 1834.
This voyage is getting too boring for me to go on with this journal. Me adventures at sea are an embarrassment. The only tales I'll have to tell are hours of bird watching, picking and pressing flowers, following them blasphemous ideas of the governor, Darwin. But this don't even concern me now. I just want food, something more than vegetable broth in me. Today we 5 have made a pact. The only sampling we're going to be doing is for meat. Pure, solid, blood-rich meat.
The snow's run out. The tracks have gone.
Just keep going. We're on its trail. There's something here.
Look, another one. What do you reckon they're worth then? Too late. There's only 4. None for you.
Oh.
Stephen, faster! Dig it! Quick! Stephen! Come on, faster!
Nobody better say nothing about this to the governor, else we'll be back having to hunt down that creature for his samples. Paul fell down a crevasse, okay?
Okay, Stephen.
Amen.
Stephen was to be the only survivor of the 4. When he arrived back in London, he superstitiously sold off his artifact, having seen his pals murdered or killed with theirs. 1 here in India, 1 in the South Pacific, and 1 in Nevada. The places where I'd like you to go.
Sounds good to me.
You crazy geek freak. What kind of stunt is that to pull? Let's take her in.
She don't look much like one of them. Maybe she's an eco-terrorist or something.
And they wear hot pants, huh?
Okay, see ya.
Not interrupting, am I?
Not bleeding, are you? Not about to use this place as a dunny?
No, and no.
Good. Good. Just don't want any fly-carrying visitors in here.
Right, I understand. What happened?
Woke up in the jungle with one of those little blokes snacking on my leg, didn't I?
A tribesman? It isn't usual for them to eat right off the bone like that.
Well, it was dark, and I never got the bugger, so I can't be sure.
Something spooky is in that jungle.
Our air carrier crashed up in the mountains. Every night some of my men would vanish without trace. Others fled in fear. Then this happened. So I brought the men down to shore for safety, only for us all to be captured by this greedy mob. Some sort of sacrifice to their god who lives up in the hills. Though it seems I've not been invited to the barbie.
Maybe you're the dessert. Ripe flesh can be a bit of a delicacy around here.
For real?
Listen, we'd better get you out of here. Do you know how the tribe crossed the swamp down there? Which stones they tread on?
Yeah, but I'm staying put. With this wound, I'd be like a fill-up station to every diseased bug in the bush. I'd rather be the main course at the real feast. Hey, if you see any of my men alive in there, direct them to the North Shore, will you? Away from here.
Of course.
Is well for you, me fasting this day. You make plenty good flesh pot.
You forget. I might be quite hungry myself. Famished, actually. Why did your ancestors flee from Antarctica so suddenly?
Coma, bad place. Plenty flesh. But for the price of evil. Mutilation. The sixth leader, Mauki, were born without a face. Terrible storms. Men afraid. Run! Set curse of Maoki on the land. No one good enough.
But you still worship it?
White fella later come here with magic Kuma stone. In a day, we celebrate the death of him. The Feast of Smile.
One of Darwin's sailors. Poor fool. Where's the stone now?
He lucky fella that kill you. A plenty merry like you.
I'll be sure to point that out to him. Working for?
What?
You heard me.
I didn't, honest. What did you say?
I said, who employs you?
Ah! Miss Sophia Lee!
Who's she? What does she do?
I don't know. Really, I don't. I just shoot people for her.
A commendable work ethic, I guess.
Yeah, I put my hours into it. As my father did and his father did afore.
Well, how old is this Miss Lee?
I don't know. Late 20s? Early 30s?
Right.
Yeah. For some people, like yourself, we get a special bonus.
I'm flattered.
I mean, I could even be retiring from you.
Then you might like to mind the bell. Happy retirement.
So, you must be after Miss Lee then?
Business, not pleasure.
Though obviously not for revenge, man. You've hardly got the face for that.
And you have?
How moronic a question is that, eh? I don't even have a face, man. I came down here looking for work, and what do I get, eh? But Miss Lee's cosmetic company and her lab assistant job. No experience necessary. Good wage. Accommodation with it. Aye. Locked in a flotation tank for days on end in some fetid syrup. And when we come out, 'cause lots of us applied like, no face or flesh, man. And a bootin' doing the waste disposal shoot here. Presumed deed.
Some kind of failed experiment then?
Oh, ta, very much. But aye, and for added insult, when I tried to take my own life, I found it just didn't work.
You mean Sophia's testing some sort of immortality power? Along with her own brand of facelift.
Why, aye, man. Everlasting beauty. She's obviously not fully worked it out yet, but she takes the best results for herself. See, I don't care what your business with her is. You can't be any more shiftless than what she is. So I'm gonna go out of my way to help you. That is, after you've done something for us here, like.
Very generous of you. What do you want?
A bottle of that mummy preservation stuff from the Natural History Museum.
Embalming fluid?
Aye, for rotten flesh you can't whack it, man. The museum's pretty interesting, I'm told. You'll like it.
So why don't you go yourself?
One of them Egyptian lassies there is a bit pissed off like that she didn't get immortality the way she wanted it. And seeing as we've done better than her in that department, I didn't care to imagine what curse we could get given any worse than what we've got already, like. You'll be fine though, pet. You die easily.
Thanks.
Ah, Miss Croft. I take it you're ready to sign on.
To what?
Well, my books. You see, with your lifestyle, you'd be the perfect campaign for my products. Just think, you wouldn't be needing those unsightly weapons anymore.
No, but I'll probably have an unsightly face, judging by your past experiments.
My what?
Oh yes, they're all still alive. Very much so, in fact. All I want is the artifact.
Right. In your next life.
We'll see.
This is Hamlet's to base. Come in, base. Come in, base. Dead air, man. You gotta get down. This is too much. Hold on back there! That was hairy.
Oh, aye, come in. Make yourself at home. I won't be a minute.
At home? I've just met a man who may as well have been Brundlefly.
Fascinating, isn't it?
He was your own employee.
He was a molecular biologist. He'd have been intrigued with himself. Thanks to this material, his Hox genes were multiplied. Do that, and the complexities of our bodies increase beyond our comprehension. But this is just the fringe of its possibilities we're seeing here. My pal's exposure came from the material impregnated into the meteorite crater. The real capacities lie in its core, which these artifacts you're so attached to will let me access.
But you've no control over this.
This is not just about avidly spawning mutants. It's an entirely natural acceleration of evolution, a real live laboratory of spurred-on life.
Not everyone here wants to be guinea pigs, multi-appendaged or not.
Well, that's unfortunate. It's been hit and miss here for too long. Now the timing's spot on. I can't leave it. The Polynesians fled in their ignorance. Darwin's half-wit sailors the same, ironically making Darwin himself miss this angle on evolution. But now, I'm here. I have the access, the knowledge, the artifacts.
Yes, but you bumped into me in India and sent me to find them for you, bringing me here. Listen to this gibberish. Your perception of good timing is bad.
I don't know about that.